Okay, this is a cold open. Long story short, Windows Audio did something. And I had to just unplug my mixer and then it works again. I haven't done much, but just to cut a long story short. Bought artwork, bought stuff. And I'm gonna work on here today. And the other thing I did, which I was trying out, was replacing the countertops here with vintage tables, which I think work better. So it makes a better rooftop. I'm glad people check though. If it weren't for that. Oh man. A friend of mine, the first time they popped into the stream, that happened to me. This is how you know it's been happening for years, because of Windows. But I was playing Mario and they watched for an hour, and I didn't say anything for an hour, supposedly. But they still stuck around for some reason. We joke about it. Anyway. Welcome to stream. Hello. I am streamer who is organized and doesn't have technical issues ever. Now you're caught up. This looks nice. I put the pool down, which, it's mirroring what I did on the other island. So this is more or less identical now. Love to see those tables and mats placed on them. I don't know if you can place mats on them. I mean, that would be interesting if you could. You can place things on them. Like, I guess if you want to be super elaborate, you can put light cubes down the side of each. I'm sure you can do something more fancy. I mean, I can test it down here. Just get a table and see if you can place a mat on it. I don't think you can, but let's just see. I think I'm gonna get a mat out anyway. Anyway, how is everyone? I'm okay. It's been rainy and miserable in Melbourne, and it's gonna remain that way for another week. There was a little sun out earlier, so I did go out for a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, man, it's just raining. Alright, let's try out this. Dry in the mountains for once. That's good. It was hot yesterday, so you slept like shit. Yeah. That sucks. It doesn't work. That's okay. Good, thanks for asking. How about me? I mean, I'm good. I've just been chilling today. Aside from, once again, like, just borderline being like, man, should I just install Linux? I'm okay. Every time this happens to me, I inch ever closer to just installing Linux and being done with it. You're getting the same way. It's gonna be an easy reality. Especially the way Valve is doing SteamOS. It's just... it's gonna happen. Updates have been bogging down your PC recently. Dude. This is terrible, but I haven't been able to run Windows Update in like 4 months. Because for the last 4 months, they've had something that ruins computers. The latest one is apparently, under some circumstances, Windows Update will remove your graphics card drivers and put old ones in its place, and that can cause your computer to not start up. The one prior to that was disabling stuff that people use for audio mixing. The one before that was the one that I was affected by, and like, okay, maybe it's been closer to 6 months now. But January, where they updated Outlook or something, and that basically caused my computer to crash. I don't know. But yeah, just cleaning around the apartment, not really doing a whole lot today other than that. Windows has become so shite, AI will fix this mess. I think the reason part of the mess is because of AI. And for context, right, like, I do design for software, but I do have technical understanding of how software is made. And the way Windows is making certain things nowadays, just so AI can make it, it's just... I won't bore you with the details, but yeah, it's not great. I don't know. Okay, so... the idea for this is going to be a chicken restaurant. I know, a chicken selling chicken, but that's the joke. And so I guess out here, I'm going to use placeholders. I guess I need to do outdoor seating, and then we'll figure it out. This is probably the good layout. I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about AI because, man, I have to deal with it in the field that I work in. And I understand that it's not the greatest topic sometimes, but I will vent about it from time to time. What's my island's name? This one is Blue. My island theme takes about 30 minutes to explain, but the long story short is my island theme is 2 islands. One's red, one is blue, and they are mirror copies of one another. So whatever I'm doing here, I'm doing in reverse, but red on the other island. And there's a bunch of dumb lore that connects the two together. But all of it, I was doing one island originally, and then I made a stupid joke, and then committed to the bit. And so here we are, like almost a year later. Can I put fencing? I guess I can, right? If it's the wooden partition, I can. But yeah, I invented a fictional grandfather. That is the founder of the island, and then I joked that he had a rival growing up. A best friend. That they had a falling out. And so that's the dumb island lore, is like the 2 islands were connected by a bridge. The grandfathers had a falling out, destroyed the bridge, and the 2 islands went their separate way. So each island has this bit of landmass. I don't know. Once this is all over, I have to really go through everything. But like, for example, this diner. The only reason this exists is because a certain Texan decided she'd be funny and put a weed on my island when she came to drop off something. And so, instead of cleaning up the weed, I decided to incorporate it into the island theme. And this is the only reason this exists. Alright, I need the other partition. Yeah, I think this is one of the most elaborate things I've done in a while. And like I said, once this is over, I think the next time I play Animal Crossing will probably be when the next game releases. At least New Horizons I don't think I'll ever play again. I don't think I can top this. Or commit to something as lengthy. Okay, no, that works. That lets me have the seating. That looks good. Okay, so I have space here. What I'm gonna do is just put... I don't know if I guess I can move this closer. Let's see how much room I have. But one of those LED signs and it has the chicken. Or I could... No, you know what? I got a better idea. It's so dumb, though. I think I ordered a bunch of them here. Ah, I only have the basic one. I guess placeholder. You love when you make something and just make many instead of just one. Useful. Yeah. It was a long time coming, that feature, but it's there, thankfully. I just wish you could buy multiple things of one. You can with some things, but for stuff like Sahara, you have to still talk to Sahara for like 20 minutes sometimes. That's so stupid. But, okay. Wait. I get a second one. Even if I have to push this back a little, I get a second one. Oh, I can't push it back. I guess I can get rid of this one. Yeah, no, I joke about Sahara all the time. I have her conversations memorized. When a customer smiles, I smile. I hand you the bells. You hand me the rug. Is your wallet heavy or would you like to spend more money? You have already purchased this rug. Are you sure you want to buy this rug again? Okay. When a customer smiles, I smile. You hand me the bells, I hand you the rug. You have earned enough to earn some tickets. I hand you the tickets. You have earned enough tickets for a mysterious rug. Which one do you want? Okay. When a customer smiles, I smile. I hand you the rug. You hand me the tickets. I timed it. One transaction takes a literal minute. It doesn't bother me. It only bothers me because that's part of my job is like that sort of thing. But for software is like, I look at something and my job is to be like, okay, is this straightforward enough to do? Does this take time? Could this be simpler? Do people get annoyed by this? That's my job. And I swear, sometimes when I play Animal Crossing, it just, I can't. It just hurts so much, especially the two things in particular, Sahara and the airport. Like, I have a perfect solution as to how the airport could function so much better than what it currently does. And it's not even that hard. In fact, they already use it. Like, just have it operate how Town Hall works, is you have 3 different counters. One that's just a machine where you put Nook Mile tickets into to go for a flight immediately. Another counter to go to single-player areas, so like Halves, Happy Home, that sort of thing. And then a counter specifically for online play that you just walk up to, and it asks you whether or not you want to open the island locally or online. 3 counters, none of this like having to traverse this massive menu. And then when you make a mistake, have to start all over again. I have one more, don't I? Oh, we're gonna need a bin. Maybe I could put a park bench or something down the side. That might look alright. Yeah, something like that. What is that display thing? Ah, there it is. Hey, Canphone. How's it going? It's going alright, man. Just chilling. Getting some time with this in. Probably check out more of the Yoshi game later. Am I blind? There it is. Maybe this isn't gonna work the way I think it will. Okay, no, maybe it will. It's okay, I can adjust things accordingly to make it work. Remove that. It'll work. Damn it, which one is it? There we go. Alright, now there's more room here. Okay. Is this the right cube? That's the right cube. And there's the other one. is this trash can gonna go? Probably here, if it can fit. It can fit. Alright, this is looking good. Now what I need to do, I need to go to Happy Home and purchase the, what do you call it? The dinosaurs. We need to go to Halves and customize these to be blue. Been a while since you thought about New Horizons. I started playing it last year because a bunch of the regulars were saying that they missed, me playing Animal Crossing. And I got a Switch too, so I figured, okay, I can do another island. And then the scope of the island became very, very silly. I placed a springy horse inside my house in the bedroom, and I made a joke about like what you would do if you went out on a date and you walked into someone's bedroom and saw that right then and there. And the joke was, if the person gets offended, you're like, I'll have you know that springy horse runs in my family for generations. My grandpappy got married on that horse. And that snowballed into me now running 2 islands. How do I like the Switch 2? So this is my stance on the Switch 2. The console itself, if you're going to use it as a primary gaming device and you don't already have something, it is good. If you already have a Switch 1 and there's not really a game that you're interested in, it's kind of hard to justify the cost. For me, the Yoshi game is the first Switch 2 game I've bought this year. So since Metroid last year up until now, the thing that I've played the most is a Switch 1 game. And then there's other things as well. It's just the whole game keycard thing. I just don't agree with it at all. Games being more expensive. There's a whole myriad of other things that I'm like, I mean... Basically, it's kind of hard now because the thing is going up in price again in October. So there's a bit of FOMO right now. Games getting released unfinished or unoptimized. Nah, but Nintendo, in their defense, that's not them. Generally, their stuff is pretty good, with the exception of Pokemon, that's just, like... Yeah. I mean, I haven't played the latest Pokemon, but I'm talking specifically about the ones they released on the Switch 1. Though we're talking in general. No, about the Switch 2. Specifically. Just whether or not it's worth it to get one right now. It's like a yes and no kind of question. If you've been on the fence about one, I would recommend getting one before the price increase. And that's just because of the state of computer parts right now. It's just... It's making everything technology related, way more expensive. Pretty much, if you don't already have a primary gaming handheld and you've been on the fence about it, I'd get it sooner rather than later. If you already have a Switch 1, if right now, say, 3 of the games aren't something that you're into, then I probably still wouldn't. What are they going to raise it to? It depends where you live, but you can kind of guess. I'll tell it in terms of American pricing. Give me a sec. But even the Switch 1 is going up in price, which is just insane. It's like this thing... Consoles are supposed to get cheaper, not more expensive. The Switch 2 in the United States is going from $449 to $499. In Canada, it's going from $629 to $679. In Europe, it's going from €469 to €499. They don't mention all regions specifically, but I mean, it's going to happen everywhere practically, so you can kind of use that as a guide. And that's in a few months' time, so... It's best to check the recipe. But yeah, with the Switch 2 now, it's like... For me to buy a game now, it's one of two things. It's... One, it can't be on a game keycard because I'll never support that. And two, it has to be something I really like because now... The price of the games are just too much. And I can buy things on Steam at a much more reasonable price now. It's good. They're adhering to food standards today. They're not walking into the bathroom with plates. We really need another 500,000 AI data centers. I know. It's AI's... It really is AI's fault, but... Yeah. Anyway, I think the hardware's good. I just don't think it's worth it for everyone, that's all. That's my long story short, I guess. I'm still glad I got one because, you know, this streaming thing is my hobby. And I guess it gave birth to this. If I didn't get the Switch 2, I wouldn't have played Animal Crossing again and done this stupid idea. I call it a dumb idea, but really, like, I know it's creative, and I don't think I've seen anyone do this sort of thing. But I think the origin of it is very dumb. in a good way. I forgot to go to halves. Thanks for the input. You've been on the fence, but you'll probably just end up waiting until they drop a game you can't miss. Well, look at it this way. Unless it's a surprise shadow drop, even if they announce something tomorrow, that game's not coming out until after the price increase. So just take that into consideration. Like, June is coming up, and they'll probably announce something because that's, you know, the what E3 used to be. That's generally the time period where a lot of new stuff gets announced. But even if they were to announce, like, a game that you've been waiting for and you're like, oh my god, I didn't know I needed this, that game's not releasing until after the price increase. And most likely everyone's going to get the same idea. They're going to be like, I'm going to rush out and buy a Switch 2 now. To put it into perspective, the Steam Deck went up by $300 when they restocked just this week. So, just saying. Okay, that one? Not that. That Steam Deck price increase was bonkers. That kind of shows where the ceiling is, though, like... Yeah. You can't rule out the other stuff increasing to that amount either. Especially if things don't ease up in the next 6 to 9 months. Oh, I forgot to do this. Friendship. I guess you're new, so let's just... I need to visit them. I mean, the leaks about the upcoming Nintendo game seem to be true. The leaks predicted the new Star Fox game, and so if we follow what the leak said, it means there's a new Zelda game on the horizon, like a remake of Ocarina. But maybe it's one of those things where, like, just because one thing was correct doesn't mean the other one automatically is. But it would make sense. There's a Zelda movie coming out. And, you know, though there isn't any news about it, like, I'm convinced that they have to be working on the next Animal Crossing game. There's no way that the second highest selling game on Switch 1 isn't going to get a follow-up pretty much right away on Switch 2. It just, I can't see a universe where they would leave that amount of money on the table. If they pull something like the Steam Deck, it'll actually fully eclipse what you can afford, which will at least make the decision easier. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they will, because the problem Valve has is at the end of the day, those handhelds are PCs, and you don't necessarily have to use them with Steam. So they could sell the hardware cheaper, but then there's no guarantee that money goes into people buying games on Steam. Like, you could buy a Steam Deck, install Windows on it, and then just do Game Pass. Whereas with Nintendo, you're buying a Switch, you're buying Nintendo stuff to go with your Switch. So that's why they don't do as an extreme price increase. Because they're going to make their money back through software sales. And peripherals that you may get as well. So that's where Valve is, like, in a tougher position. I wish I could have had one more thing I could buy. I was going to buy one of those LED signs to put the chicken on a banner, but okay. I'll leave these stools here as placeholders until I get the other ones. But no, I get it. Like, I talked about this the other night, is if I were to have grown up in this day and age, with the kind of childhood I had, there's no way like we would have Nintendo stuff. It's just the circumstances are so different now. My parents bought consoles when they were pretty much, their successors were already out, and so you could get them cheap. They had good bundles, games were old enough that they were cheaper. And we could rent games as well. I guess that was the other major one. It's like spend $5 and you got a new game for like a week. And yeah, that just doesn't exist now. Any discount program, Nintendo's just, they've gotten rid of it. Remember when they gave away Wii Sports, man? Now they're charging for like something that is basically a manual for the Switch 2. I really like how this box turned out. It's just a shame the other one doesn't come out that way for some reason. But it's okay. Yeah, I mean, if that makes sense, it's basically ecosystem. That's what it comes down to. And that's why they're not releasing, Valve isn't doing the Steam machine, which is a bit of a shame. But it's that exact reason. Is like, if they were to sell a Steam machine at a pretty reasonable price, there's no guarantee that people are going to buy that and use it just for gaming. Like, a company could just buy Steam machines and then just use them as actual computers. And that's part of their problem. I would have gotten one. It would have been great for my living room. I gotta turn it the other way. I might eventually end up replacing these two with the light up one, but I think for now that's good. Chicken restaurant. Good. I don't think this needs to be anything complicated. I think this is fine enough. I mean, I guess if I... nah, it's overkill. I could put like lights over it or something, but it's overkill. It's just going to make this harder to walk through. I like making my island something that you can still walk around, and there's paths you can follow to get around. Yeah, this looks nice. You're not too knowledgeable. A gaming-focused device is really good for corporate use. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a computer. But gaming devices, they have good graphics cards, and so, you know, whilst you don't need something powerful to do graphic design on, for something like video editing, for example, like a gaming PC is useful for that. Because there's memory for video editing, and some stuff like filters are probably run by the GPU nowadays. I mean, look at my computer right now, for example, right? I'm streaming from it, I game from it, but I edit my videos on it. But even if you were to be like, okay, someone could purchase a Steam machine, put Windows on it, and then just use Game Pass and not give Valve another cent ever. Okay, so now this is the tricky part. So the original plan was that I wanted something here building-wise, but the problem is on the other island, I'm pretty sure it roughly cuts off here. So, I guess I should put this on the desk so I can refer to it. You're not going to be able to see it because I'm too lazy. I could have probably set it up so I could do picture-in-picture. But I need to get like an HDMI splitter or something. Okay. Man, this Switch 1 has seen better days. Okay. Sorry, give me a sec. I'm just loading the other island up. Actually, while we're waiting... Nah, okay, it's not there. I was thinking maybe the exercise Nook Mile thing might be there. Oh. I don't think I have that. I can never guess how much some of this stuff is going to cost. Okay, sorry, I'm just moving there on the other island. Okay, so now I got a frame of reference. I think this is one of the my favorite things that I've made on this island is these little mini bank sort of setups. I gotta set up more. I'll pick a couple of other locations so it's like a little bank. It doesn't require much space and it just looks really nice. I think I was using these things as, I know it's a sewing box, but it looks like a toolbox as well, or somewhere you could store fishing stuff. So I was using it as that. Besides, don't most people store them in one of those Danish cookie tins, sewing stuff? If you know which tin I'm talking about, then you know. Okay, so let me figure this out. Yeah, because this is weird. Alright, so... So on this island, I have, at best, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At best, 7 units. So, count the bridge as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's exactly here. So whatever I guess if I'm gonna do a design, it has to fit within the scope of this. Okay, so let me figure something out. I was thinking, so I'll see if I can do something. If I can do something here, then I'll commit to it and move the house. If I can't, then I'll reconsider the whole area. Okay, so house is 4 by 4. So I want whatever this is to be a place of business. So let's see what I can do. Yeah, see, that only leaves 2 units. So this is all I can fit. It doesn't really give me much wiggle room, does it? Gotta head to bed. Alright, no worries, Canfern. Have a good one. Okay. What can I do here? Let's see. So I was thinking of having one of them sell gardening stuff. So let's see if we can do something with this. So, hang on. Which house am I moving? Let's start with that. It's your house. I need to work out how this is gonna look. Okay, I'm gonna get a stall and I'm gonna see what I can do with it. If I can put a stall here, and it doesn't block the door and it goes outwards, that means I can put 1 tile up. And maybe I can make it look like a stall. Let's put some of this other stuff away. Okay, so we have this. We can do these. No, I mean, I think I can make it work. Even though it is a rather small area. Okay, I don't have that. Wait, really? This only happened the other night. I don't think I can test here because there's not enough room. Yeah, hang on, I need to... Yeah, there's gonna be distractions. Hold on. Why'd I get the feeling? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Alright, perfect. This is what I want to test. So... how much physical space does this take up? It looks like it's still going to take up 2 units no matter what, so... yeah. It's restrictive in its movement, so I can't do something too crazy with it. Like, what I was thinking was doing something like this, where if I could get that to be on the correct spot, then... alright, it's not gonna work. I still think I can do something, just... so nothing can be touching this spot at all. So what we can do is... if I can make it look like a garden center. Put that there. That's the entry to the house. So how horrible would this look with one in front? Actually... alright, hold on. It might not be so bad. It's hard to say. Okay, if I do this, this is crazy. But it would work. So if I do this... no, I got this. To take this one. And this one. Or should I... hang on. I guess it wouldn't be a door, would it? I mean, maybe this is enough. And this is to the left, so that's fine. I need to consider how it's going to look on the other island. Yeah, okay, hang on, I need to think. This isn't so clear-cut. It's not so clear-cut. Okay. You can probably get what I'm getting at here. Oh, it doesn't hide it. It needs to be one more forward. Oh, wait, it does hide it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then place the stall in front of it. I mean, it does work. The only problem is this is to the left of it. So it's... Hang on. So if this is to the left, it would effectively mean this is now here, which means there's a clearance of 1. So there's nothing. So that would be where it ends, here. I mean... most of these don't really have fronts to it anyway. It just needs to look like a shop, right? So maybe it's fine. I guess as long as the inside looks like it's selling plants, and it's okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna commit to this. So if I make it match, this little bit of landmass doesn't exist. And I can put flowers or something here. So it's just, it's an extra bit of landmass that exists on this island, but not the other. I think I'm okay with this. Whoops. Why am I so bad at that? Well, no, because I guess it's fine. No, it's okay. I thought I wouldn't be able to do it, but this initial row you can't stamp, so it's okay. Gotta head to bed. Oh, wait. I thought that was a new message. I saw... stupid chat. I got trolled. I saw a new message and it was just the chat refreshing. I thought someone else was headed to bed. I was deep in thought. It is that time. Alright, so leave that there. Okay, so now I just gotta rebuild this. So, give me a minute. If I can get it to have a blue roof, all the better, but... doesn't look like it. I mean, that's close. I guess that's close enough. All right. Now, how pedantic do I want to be about this? I suppose there's no harm. Alright, I'm moving up. I'm committing. I think it'll still work. As long as it doesn't block up the entry to the house, everything's fine. Hello? Okay. Damn it. They got in the way. We good? Just realized it should be like that. Okay. Debating it. mean, I'll just set up the foundation and then I can fine-tune it tomorrow. Alright, actually, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, and I mean, it should line up when I push that in. Okay, and then... I think this will look okay. We can see. And then this fits within the constraints of what I have to work with. Okay, so I guess I'll commit that to both islands then. Oh crap, I can't do it. I mean, I can commit it to the other island though. Right, because they just moved. Okay, so let me just make sure. Yeah, this is interesting. So what this means is... Okay, on the other island, it's... I have to leave a gap of 1. Alright, I got it. I'm gonna commit this change now on the other island. Which is easy enough to do. So as long as I leave 1 unit to the right, it should fit. Man, I hope so. I mean, I guess I can fix it if it doesn't work. Yeah. Okay, while I'm doing that, stand here for a minute. And I guess I gotta put down the thing on the other island, which is plant partition and... Oh, what? Oh, you had to walk in front of me. Let me move somewhere and no one can walk in front of me. Just had to be right at that point. Alright, at least I'm not wasting time this way. I can get this while I do the change on the other island. Because yeah, otherwise it's not easy to do. I have to pretty much put the partition there. Otherwise there's no way I can get it in there later. Come on, where are the stars at? pretty certain that'll work. So what other house do I have left to move? Let me have a think. You're in your correct spot. Final spot. Final spot. Right, you. What am I going to do with you? Final spot. Final spot. Final spot. Final spot. So it's just you. The problem is there isn't really anywhere else I can place them. On the mainland, I think I'm kind of out of land. So two choices. I can either do a beach house, but I was kind of already going to do that with... Yeah, with you, with Ace. I mean, maybe up the back isn't such a bad idea. It did clear up a spot up there. Let me have a look. Let's either move it back or... like maybe back here. I did have this open. So you could walk back here. I mean, maybe back here isn't such a bad idea. You just have to find a spot that makes sense. I guess I need to refer to how the other island looks in terms of space as well. And then pick. But... I mean, this wouldn't be bad if both islands had this formation here. And then I could place it here. And then this front area is clear. Like, that would be actually pretty good. It just depends if... Alright, I'm gonna go check now on the other island. If I luck out and both... It has this formation somewhere up the back, then I will do it. Sorry, I'm just moving. Okay, so Olivia's house is ready to be moved. Actually, I can see it here, can't I? It would appear that it's there, but I'm not sure if it's in a spot that makes sense. Hang on. I'm just going there now. Yeah, it doesn't quite have it. It doesn't have that formation, so I can't do that. It has it, but there's a boulder in the way, so you can't actually build on it. Okay, so what are my options? The option is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units from the bridge. Okay, I'd basically place it here. So it is roughly correct. It's just this spot doesn't exist behind. Okay. That's a shame, but that was always going to be a challenge with this. Was just some things you can't get to perfectly line up. So I have to make concessions here and there. I'm gonna wait here now. There's probably another one not too far behind. Uh-huh. Give it another sec. I know the moment I move, it's gonna start again. What'd I just say? I'm also still trying to get the other one moved. Oh, there's already something moving already. Okay, then never mind. I just committed the changes to the island. Okay. I guess I'm gonna move it back there then. This is too small. I mean... I could if I move the river back. What's the size? 1, 2... Get out of my way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there'd only be leeway for 1. But I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, how does this part look on the other island? Because if I can squeeze it there, that's probably better. And just set it up as like another store they have. It does make the river less interesting, but... Okay. So, on the right-hand side... on this island... 1, 2, 3... Ooh, there's a bridge. Yeah, see, it's not doable because there's a bridge on the other island. Okay, I don't think there's a way to put it here. I mean, the other alternative is here amongst the campsite stuff, but then it would look weird. And also on the other island, this is the cutoff line here. No, wait, my bad. This is the cutoff line. I mean, kind of. It's like in a weird spot. Yeah. I think the best bet really is up the back. Somewhere back here. So let me have a look if there's anywhere I can do something fancy with the rock. Okay, so there's a spot where I can set it 2 units back. Oh, but maybe you can't build on the cliff face. I mean, I can find out. But yeah, it's going to be up the back. I just don't want to do 2 beach houses. It doesn't make sense. Oh my god. Having trouble navigating my own island. Alright, you're up. Man. Okay, so you can't go on those rocks. Fair enough. So then, I guess just pick a spot that makes sense on both. Where's that ladder at? Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8, 9. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get rid of this and place it there. I just want this to, I don't know, just be a thing still. Alright, I mean, this was just messing around anyway. Confirm it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to move that tree, otherwise it's going to get swallowed up. Yeah, I think this will work. Okay. I might just remove all these trees altogether. So then it'll let me just freeform it later. But I'll put like a little neighborhood up the back here. I'll figure it out. Alright, just leave this empty at the back for the time being. I'll figure out what to do with it later. But at least that's another house positioned. What am I going to do here? I kind of left a spot here. I could turn that into a flower shop or something. But then again, so is this. I don't know. Okay, I got something I haven't done that I should do. I need to match this. I'm just running the other island over to that spot. Okay, so... I suppose it's pretty straightforward. Did I put the... I don't think I put the little game stand up. Alright, for now, just ignore that. Wait, is that... Oh, and then 2 stalls, I guess. Not... Just gonna ignore it. Ugh, I'm running out of normal wood again. Okay, so where is this one? Ah! Well, I figured this out. It's like a 12. Supposedly here? Can't tell. Oh, but see, this is totally different over here now. Maybe I need to start again? Doesn't seem to line up, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, did I just get rid of this? No, okay, now it does. And then... Not that one. Oh my god. How can I get this wrong so many times? I wish these would tell you which one it is. Okay, and then in front of us is the Ferris wheel. Okay, now I can figure this out, relatively speaking. These are always placeholders. I'm not sure if I'm gonna commit. The other stall is somewhere over here. Okay, but they're both not in the same spot, so just do that properly. Clearance of one at the back. Yeah, the only problem with these is their colors. It's either pick a neutral color that's the same on both, or I somehow try to line it up. I guess if I'm going to halves, I may as well take these and customize them all. Alright, but now both are identical, so I guess I can stop referring to red. And I can individually work on this. See, now I feel tempted to change this because this works differently now. I almost feel tempted to just close off these canals completely on the left. And just have this be like a straight bridge across, but then it looks weird, doesn't it? I'll think about it more. Guess, yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by like a Twitch notification. They're starting some moderator club. A moderator club for moderators. Alright, so what are the options? Yeah, see, that's the problem, isn't it? So I guess neutral would be this one. Or that one. I think with this one, there's just no way to do it. I'd say probably that one. Okay. Oh, there was one more. Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty neutral to me. Alright, so what I'm gonna do... I think this'll work. If I put that there, and then behind it... Okay, move that forward one. I'll figure it out. It's like this. And then I have wiggle room for one. I'm just thinking what I can do with the roof of this. Suck. Actually, there was a pattern now that now makes sense. I hope I can find it though. This is going to be tricky, but I will try and find it. I think I know where it was from. Let's see if I can find it. It might not be this one. Not this one. And that's one that I looked at recently, so I'm looking at the most recent ones. Maybe. No. Oh man, I hate when you find something and then you can't find it again. Was it the It may have been the bakery one. It's one of these ones where it had a bunch of interesting window tiles. It can't be that. It can't be that one. This one, maybe? Okay. Huh? 9278. So 7443. Is it 5692? Okay, no, it is this. Yeah, not quite. See, I saw one and it had toys on it. That's the one I'm looking for. Actually, this is probably a good one to grab, just as another option for stalls. I'm using the same pattern for stalls. I want something different. That's a good neutral one for both. Which means I need to fire up the switch one and get that pattern so I don't have the same problem happen again. I know what that's from, so let's just keep looking. Okay, let's try another approach. This might not be the right answer, but let's just see. Okay, no, there's something. There's results. But I'm trying to make like a prize shelf, effectively. That's not bad. That's not bad. Sorry, gotta get the other one first. But I have the other one open, so now I can grab them simultaneously. 7443 5692. I don't want to get two patterns for toys. Wait, is that it? The problem is some of the nice ones, the lettering they did was in Japanese. And so you can't actually search for it. That's why search doesn't work well. Oh, there's a flower store. That's an... Holy crap, that's a crazy one. But no, that's not what I'm after. Sorry, I'm looking at this as well. Okay, well, I just saw another nice one. I'm getting distracted by other nice ones. I saved that one. I saw a vegetable store one. Looking at Pinterest, it's a pretty good source to find. I swear I saw one that was specifically a toy shop. There's bookstore. McDonald's signs, barbershop. I might abandon if I can't find it. People have done like a 7-Eleven. Okay, hang on. I think I may remember just something. Let me try something. Because it looks like some of these are from the same author, so... This might be an angle I can use. Yeah, here we go. Cameras. Man, no one's done toys. Okay. Let me try another approach. I don't think I'm gonna have luck, but I'll try. You might have some luck here. There were a couple of... Okay, I mean, that's not bad. That one, okay. No, see that? That's not bad. This might be what I'm looking for. Just something that looks like it's a bunch of prizes. That one's pretty good, but it's too bright. It just looks unrealistic. Okay. Oh. That's a good... Okay. No, here we go. These are good. I'll keep looking. I'll keep those ones in mind. I'm very picky. Gotta be. There's 20 pages of the shell, so I'm not gonna rush it. Once I find it, I'll know it. That one's not bad. So far, the contender was the one that had, like, multiple gaming sort of things. Yeah. I feel like I'll know it when I see it. A lot of them, it's the same sort of shelf. This was a good search term. Okay, some of these are very nice. That's 20. Alright, then the one on the, what was it, like 5th page? It was near the start. Yeah, 4th page. Close enough. But, I don't know, it feels cliche, doesn't it? This one was pretty good, but I think the wood's too light. I wish I could download it and just edit it myself. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try one more thing. Check. Can you hold on a sec? I just gotta go check something out real quick. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so if anything happens, if like the VOD cuts off abruptly, that's why. Someone's burnt something, and the hallway smells like it, but it's not. There's no smoke or anything. I went outside to see if there was anything. There's nothing. So to my knowledge, everything is fine. But if it isn't, you might hear the smoke alarm go off that I have to go outside. So who knows? I opened some windows. It should air it out, but it just smells like burnt toast in here. And out in the hallway. I thought I was going crazy for a sec. And I was just checking, did I leave something on? No. But yeah, I had to go make sure. That nothing horrible was happening. It's raining as well, so I don't know. There's a neighbor that burns beans on a semi-regular basis. So it's probably that same neighbor. Maybe someone didn't clean the crumbs collection container of the toaster for a long time. That's what it smells like, actually. But it's, like, potent enough that it's in the hallways. It seems to be on my level because I went upstairs to the next level and upstairs doesn't seem to have it, so... I don't know. There's no smoke in the hallways or anything like that. I think if there was something going on, a building alarm would have gone off by now. So I'm just airing it out now. Alright, we'll go with this one. And then I'll see if I can... Actually, I need to do this. So I'm getting the ID so I can copy it to red as well. If there's one thing you learn if you live in Australia, is you don't take, like, the potential of fire lightly. Especially if you live in remote areas of the country. It's like, you don't take that lightly. Okay, I downloaded it to red. Yeah, I don't know. It's just person lost attention and something got burnt, clearly. It's 9 PM almost, though, so I don't know. I just hate that smell, like, any sort of burnt smell for a prolonged amount of time. It gives me a bit of a headache. So, hopefully it doesn't last long. Reminds you of this meme. Oh man. No, that's actually fairly accurate. I do that all the time, especially playing Animal Crossing. It's like, I came here for a reason. Why did I come here? The smell seems to have dissipated a bit now, so opening the window was the right call. Maybe. I only have 2 feathers. That's the problem. Why do they have to require feathers to customize? I would have used it otherwise. I'm just thinking how I can make this fancier looking. I mean, maybe it doesn't have to be. Alright, let me move these. I'll just work with this and see how it goes. Hey, Mag. I could get one of those air fresheners and just spray some in here. It just smells like burnt toast in here, man. And it's not even my fault. I had to make sure that I was still recording. Okay. I'm just gonna customize these toys. Damn, it's already 9. Okay, there's a blue one. Maybe this is the way that I make it thematic. I mean, as long as there's one of the correct color, it'll be fine. What? No. Wait, can that cube light even be seen? Not really. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this the way I was planning to originally. It's alright, it'll work. It's just gotta be a little different with it. Or... Nah. I was thinking maybe use the diner one. But no, I think wooden's fine. Okay, so that... Plus that. Okay. Light. Toy. Toy. Light. Nah, I got this. Trust me. I might not even need that. There's another way to do this. That. I know I need the wooden one. It actually looks pretty decent. Okay, so now place this in front here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to... That's okay. I have to get 2 more simple panels. But these ones can just be wood. They don't have to be anything fancy. But this looks good. Pretty much what I was going for. 2 more wooden ones. Gotta hide the scuff. What? Okay, there we go. There we go. Now there's a game counter. And I guess I have to get rid of this. Or... no, get rid of it. Do that. There we go. I like it. It looks good. Is that overkill? I think I need to get the other one. The light lantern. Or whatever it is. The garden light, party light one? I can't remember. That one in the distance. Assuming I have it. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have it. I probably used all of them. They're not too expensive though. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and the other thing. Let's see how these look. Oh, suppose. Hang on. Like that. Stop distracting me. They don't sit tall enough. It's barely over the counter. It's okay. It works. I like it. It looks fine. This is a more elaborate version of this, I guess. I mean, I needed to do something with this eventually, so... in reality, what I should do is move this down one so then the fence line can still exist. Am I that bothered about it? Not particularly. I think it's fine. think I need to do a session where I'm grinding Nook Miles, though. Yep. So one of these. One of these. Well, maybe that one, actually. I like having the top of this. I think there's nothing wrong with that. That looks okay. I'm not sure I have the ice cream light. The soft serve light. Oh yeah, I do. Cool. I don't think I need to do a fancy back to that one. I think that one's fine like that. That looks nice. Pretty neutral colored. Alright, that works. Ice cream and popcorn. Oh, and a slushy machine. Probably the right call, actually. Assuming I have it. I do. Frozen drink machine. Which I guess I'm just placing here. See, now it does need like a simple panel behind it. Or 2. Maybe that fridge works. I may have to move it slightly forward. I mean, this probably makes the most sense, but I just need to change the wood type. Alright, but I guess that sorts out the 2 stalls. There's probably more I can do, but for the time being, that's, I think, a nice start. Just got an idea. I don't know how difficult it'll be to pull off, but I got an idea. I won't be able to do it today, though, but just thinking about that 3 pattern thing. Let me remind myself. Okay, so you can do something that interesting. I have a crazy idea, but I'm not going to try it today. I mean, holy shit, I could even... Oh my god. That makes it very elaborate, but no. That's not what I was thinking. Oh, there is a blue one. Okay, another elaborate building that I'm considering doing, but I'm not going to start it today. I mean, that's probably the one that makes the most sense. Yeah, this one could make for an interesting thing. It would eat up a lot of space, but I could probably pull it off. So the idea would be to move this. Like, it could work. Having that here I don't think is a bad idea. The only thing is it does make this difficult. Maybe this way. Okay, there we go. That's better. For something insanely complicated, I have an idea. That's gonna have to wait till next time. Whether or not it works, well, you'll see. But it will go with this theme of, like, I guess, entertainment, waterfront entertainment. I'm gonna have to move it forward slightly. Just to account for the half tile that is on. Alright, let's set that up. How many spaces is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn, it might actually let me do it. I might actually be able to pull it off. I don't know. I'll plan it out in my mind, and then once I actually have a solid idea, I'll try and make it. But effectively, this would go, and it would sit with the back of this. And it would use the Splatfest sign. Either way, this is a good start to this, I think. So let me just fix this up now. That goes here. There we go. Then, I don't know, I can put something here. I was originally going to do fishing and that sort of thing here, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think this works better. I mean, maybe I can still do it. It just has to be changed a little. Like, maybe what I might do is completely cut this off and then make the way out this way. So that does feel like it's more of a real thing. So make this one tile wider. One tile higher, I should say. And then that becomes like a little lake, effectively. Then it feels like it makes more sense than what this is. Like, as much as a straight road up is, now that this is different, it just feels off. And at least it would give this a little more reason for existing. Because then along this pier that's like this way, I can set up fishing equipment and that sort of thing, and then it would make sense. So I'll probably do that. Not today, but just thinking out loud. Alright, I mean, a couple little things. I think good progress nonetheless. This, I have to... So it'll be a couple days before I check in on Blue, because I need to move the house to here. Then I guess I'm gonna plan out that other thing I'm doing. But the middle of the town is starting to take shape a lot more. And then this won't feel so abrupt either once it's gone. Oh yeah, I should do that before I forget. What haven't I requested yet? Let me bring up the list. Sorry, I'm just looking at what I don't have. Apparently I don't have KK Mariachi. Oh no, yes I do. I'll just work from the bottom now. Got it, got it, got it, got it. I don't have Surf and KK. Alright, we'll get Surf and KK. And if I'm doing that, then, like, some of this non-uniformity, like, I may as well just clean it up. Yeah, I'll reshape this. Like, it just makes sense now that this is different than what I had planned originally. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Man, when I swap to Yoshi, I'm just gonna spray the house. Oh man, this is worse than when they burnt the beans, dude. Like, it's actually giving me a headache. You have no idea. It's like just strong burnt toast smell, but it's everywhere. I'm not the only one that's gone out into the hallway either. I've heard a few doors open. But I guess if it was anything horrible, the alarm would have gone off by now, so it's just someone messed up burning food, clearly. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do a building that's like a funhouse building. That's the loose idea. And I think I have a way I can do it using that new Splatoon item. I just need to make 3 patterns that effectively make the sign that sits on top of it. I have a couple of ideas, but we'll see if it works. There's 2 directions I could take it in. But I think it'll be pretty elaborate. Much like the other building I did. Damn it, I'm gonna have to get the Halloween stuff off the other island. I think did I do the event on this island or the other one? Okay. Let's take a look. Yeah, okay. The Halloween stuff's on the other island. That's okay. I have it somewhere, just not here. It's just those items I might use depending on how it works out, but that's why I'm leaning towards expanding this down, like getting rid of this effectively, this little pull here. Because that gives me more wiggle room. I think. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I don't have snow yet. I don't know. It's still May. When does snow start? I thought snow started in June. I've only played winter once, and that was last year, so... Oh, I haven't done this yet. Okay. No, I absolutely need to do this. Yeah, I mean, my guess is it's not going to happen for another week. Because it's not technically winter yet. I don't know, I don't like winter. When you start in winter, it kind of sucks. And the Northern Ireland doesn't start till December 11, so I would imagine June 11 then for Southern Hemisphere. That makes sense. But winter, not only is it difficult to get bugs, but the bugs you do get suck. And the fish in the ocean are just not nearly as valuable as the summer fish. It's okay, I don't need money or to catch anything, really. It's just something I noticed when I started this about a year ago. I can't believe this island has existed for a year, almost. Originally, I really didn't plan to play it for that long, but I guess plans change. Part of me wonders what would have happened if I would have stuck to the original theme. Like what direction I would have taken it in. I had a couple of ideas that I guess got abandoned, like one of the earlier villages, I was gonna make them a bungalow on the beach that was gonna be positioned next to the airport. So it looked like they worked for the airline. But beyond that, I didn't really have anything else planned other than the house was going to be a meme house. To remake your island while it is like 80% similar, it did do a couple things different or slightly different. Oh no, I abandoned ship on my original idea. Well, not entirely. But just the scope of what I am doing just changed drastically. I don't plan too much ahead. I just had a general direction I was heading in, and then one day that direction just completely changed. Because stupid joke. Stupid joke that made me laugh enough that I'd committed to the bit. I suppose I should plant the gyroids. I need to get more. Because I'm going to have them set at countertops and that sort of thing. Oops. If I stuck to the original theme, Lolly would still be on the island. Also wouldn't have spent... I think I've spent easily 500 tickets doing everything I've done, if not more. I stopped trying to predict when I'm gonna wrap this island up. That date has slipped 4 times now, and yeah, no, I'm good. When it ends, it ends. Game down now. Since a few weeks ago, it's not finished, but you needed a break. I got that. I took a little bit of a break because other games were releasing and I wanted to check it out. But now that there's a bit of a gap, I can double my efforts a bit again. Is that enough for a... Oh, well now it definitely is with that discount. I'm probably gonna have to grind a bunch of Nook Miles off stream so I can afford items again. Where is it? Perfect. I'm gonna get a rebate as well. Alright, I think I've done everything I want to do for today. It's been 3 hours of this already. And I did say I was going to do more Yoshi game tonight. But I guess next things mainly... I gotta see if I got all what's required to replicate this on red. I think I do now. So that'll probably be next time. This looks a lot better with the adjustment I did. You look at all the individual parts. This thing is actually so expensive to build. Nothing, well, aside from the thing at the back that you make it yourself. Most things here are rather expensive to source from a Bell's perspective, but it looks good. But yeah, I'll flesh this out once the house is moved. So I gotta move it tomorrow, and then the day after it'll be ready for me to mess around with a bit more. Also, let me think on this, because I'm just gonna probably reshape this. One being removing this part entirely, and instead going up, up, and widening it a little by one. And probably just cutting this one with the river that just abruptly ends here. And just moving things around a little around that. So then this will become like a fishing pier, effectively. And it'll make sense because there's like a large body of water facing that way. So I'll just reshape it to kind of fit that. I have a picture in my head, but I'm not going to commit to it. It's a lot of messing around right now. And then the building I want to put here, which I'll have to think. Yeah, decent progress today. Alright, if you're watching this later on the VODs channel, thanks for sticking around to the end. Leave a like if you feel like it. And thanks for watching.